Welcome, Olga. Lovely to meet you. And I wondered if you could tell me how you got involved and why you're interested in the area of security and how we can mitigate risk.
Well, thanks, Pemo, for having me today. It's been an excellent opportunity to take. Well, my personal passion for this sector of risk and security and fraud mitigation has been since maybe over 10 years, because basically this is when my career started, right almost to say after graduating from my university. And the area is really, really interesting. It's changing constantly. That is why there's always something to learn every single day. Yeah. I would say this is where my passion comes from, because it makes you think, it makes you be creative and try to think of possible solutions.
Well, I can relate to that. That's why I'm in the startup ecosystem, because I love to learn. I would imagine too, it just means that always there's continually new advances, and you're having to stretch yourself all the time to find out what's going on. So tell me, what do you think, just briefly, are the major risks at the moment for FinTech startups as regards security?
Mm-hmm. Well, risks is always there, is usual no matter which sector we could be looking at. I would say with the growing technical opportunities for people to use, for example, the growing variety of making different types of payments, using different ways of technology, with all this growing all together, grows the risk. This is because the bad guys, they're always thinking of exploiting different new technologies, different new appearances on the market. And this is, I have to say, a constant game of cat and mouse, which never stops.
Yeah. I guess that there's always going to be bad guys, and there's always going to be people that are going to try and work this or play the system, right? Yeah. So where do you think we're heading as regards this? Like, what's your vision of the future, the possibilities of security and the possibilities of risk? Because I guess every day we're seeing new hacks that are happening and big systems going down. And obviously, it's increasing rather than decreasing. So what's your vision, and what are your hope for the future?
Well, my hope for the future is that companies in FinTech, and not only them, but also financial institutions globally, get united in the process of mitigation, and try to cooperate and collaborate, share maybe their awareness of different types of fraud. The way fraud is evolving constantly 24/7, day and night, and to keep up with this growth and development on the side of the bad guys, it is essential that the fraud protection sector, meaning fintech companies, financial institutions, globally, country-wise, get united and get involved more and more in different partnerships in order to mitigate better fraud risk.
And I know that the blockchain has the potential of uniting, say, financial institutions, but people tell me that a lot of the banks won't actually use the major blockchain because they want to keep their data separate. So I guess that's quite a big challenge. I mean, it's obviously what we'd want to see of everyone uniting, but it seems like it might be a big challenge to get some of these major companies to let go their grip or their power and share information via the blockchain. What's your thought on that?
Well, yeah, generally speaking, this is a challenge, definitely. However, the more time goes, it will be pushing towards towards innovation, because innovation is the way to go. And all the more conservative companies and financial institutions with time might start realizing that they need to be, if not 100%, but at least some percent partially becoming involved in those partnerships and collaborations for fraud mitigation. Because, for example, the blockchain innovation, its main concept is decentralization, which right away is a control of risk. And that is why it is making it a good method for stopping fraud.
Yeah, apparently very transparent, and all transactions can be traced, and people can't dupe the system, basically. So, I mean, it's good, but it's just a matter of like educating people and companies to actually take it up. Look, thank you very much for coming. I'm so looking forward to the panel because, you know, recently we've just had some really bad hacks, not particularly on FinTech companies, but just generally. And I think they brought down the British healthcare system, all the hospitals and everything, major hack. And another one with British Airways, although I think that was just an accident of someone turning a machine off or something. But still, you know, it just shows you how reliant we are on technology and how it can bring down companies if they don't put in place some sort of security systems. So thank you. I'm really looking forward to the panel.
Thank you, Pema, once again for this awesome opportunity.